is an invisible skill gap in Warzone, and it's not your aim. It's the 14 little things that pros do that never show up on the scoreboard. So today I'm revealing every single one, and once you see tip 11, you're gonna understand why they win more than you do. Tip number 1, and you see it really quickly here, is Biffle doesn't land up top or the bottom of control. He always lands in the windows. And the reason he does this is it gets him access to guns a lot faster than everybody else, and the chance of dying goes up if you land in a congested area like top or the amount of bottom. Look how many people are at the bottom, and there's a lot already up top, but he was able to get guns and do multiple kills, and then again he lands in the window. Never up top, never in bottom, land in the windows. Which is going to lead me to tip number 2. Check out his mini map. He has changed his colors. This is something we can control. He's put blue as a color for him to see. That is bright and vibrant and easy for him to see. So on his mini map and his crosshair, he has blue. I have yellow because it's easier for me to see being colorblind, but go into color customization in the interface and change these for you, whatever makes it bright and easy for you to see. You want to be able to see everything you can inside the game, and this is a little tweak that we can control that'll just make us better. Tip number 3 is using human psychology and curiosity killing the cat. So Biffle's going to go in here. He's going to get hit by 2 spring mines, one up top, one up bottom. We've all been there. He's not happy about it. I wouldn't be happy about it. But what he does in this situation is huge. So think about this. You can see up in the top left-hand side of the mini map, there's blue dots on the small side. So there's one there pre-aiming the door. There's another one you can't really see too well where his triangle is on the mini map, but they're both pre-aiming the door. Biffle knows this. He also knows when he gets hit by those spring mines, that's going to tell them, hey, that enemy got hit with our spring mine. They were going to be pushing up. So they're going to pre-aim the door. Now what he does is genius. He waits, which is really hard in this game because we want to push, but he waits because curiosity killed the cat. That team is so curious right now. Why isn't he pushing up? They're going to send a guy to come check, and he's ready to go and gets the kill and an easy knock and finish right here because he waited for that instead of going up and pushing right away. Tip number 4 is understanding your lethals and how to use them. So as you see here, Biffle's pushed down. He's knocked a few people. He's got multiple people in this shack. So let me ask you, what would you do? I tell you what I would do. I would normally go to this barrier right here, this wall. I would shoot the door, try to get them to come out the door, scare them, do something to get them out of that shack, or I'd push in and try to kill them in the shack. Now what Biffle does is he understands his lethals and how to maximize his damage. So what he does here is he throws both C4s on there, shoots that, executes the C4, which will down one of them, pushes in and finishes with a hip fire and no ADS while they're in the shack, and he wins a 2v1 by understanding I can't have my back to control for so long because I'll get shot, and 2, how I'm going to use the C4 to get the knock and then get them worried and get them panicked so I can finish the kill. Tip 5 is going to be understanding what mode you're playing. So let's look at this loadout right here. This is the loadout for Biffle on Resurgence, Rebirth Island. So he's got a 5 attachment Krig and a 5 attachment Storm Rage, which is the LC-10. So no gunfighter. But what stands out here to me is tempered, right? So he's going to be plating a lot. So he knows he needs 2 different plates. Then he chooses bomb squad because there's going to be a lot of explosives. There's going to be a lot of grenades. There's going to be a lot of combat happening on Rebirth. It's not slow and spread out like Verdansk. And then scavenger so he can pick up extra money from his enemies. But when you're setting up your loadouts, you should have Rebirth loadouts, and then you should have Verdansk loadouts, or Battle Royale loadouts and Resurgence loadouts. Separate your loadouts because it is 2 different gameplay styles, and you need 2 different builds to make sure you can capitalize on those gunfights. Tip number 6 is going to be trigger discipline. And I know that's something I got to work on a ton, and I know you probably do too. But we have multiple enemies up top, and Biffle is aching to kill them. You can see he's really trying to find an angle. They're not peeking. He doesn't want to give away that he is here because both of them will shoot down on him and he will get killed. So he's going to have a guy come up to the right here, go ahead and crack him. Not going to push, not going to chase, but what he's going to do is check his corners, and then he's going to get up top and use the height advantage to knock 1, then he's going to knock 2, and then he's going to finish that entire team up top there because he waited to shoot. I know that's something everybody needs to work on, but if we could have a better trigger discipline and know when to shoot and when not to shoot, we would win more gunfights. Now we have to rotate, which gives you tip 7. So Biffle does a good job. He's got an advanced UAV coming up, but he sees all of those enemies in front of him. So instead of running in front, he's being patient, he's waiting, but he's understanding how to read the mini map and keeping his distance from the enemy and not letting the enemy get in front of me. He doesn't move until that enemy moves in front of him. So he gets the down there and he positions everybody else in prison in front of him. So when you're rotating, you make sure that you have everybody in front of you. You look at the mini map right now, everybody is cleared out from behind him, and then all the enemies are in front. So he doesn't have to worry about anybody kind of getting him from behind and third partying. Tip number 8 here is he doesn't chase down. So if he gets in a down, he's not going immediately to finish it. He lets them be down. And then what he also does is goes ahead and clears out people from behind him, which I just talked about a second ago, but he doesn't chase the down. It's that discipline that, hey, go ahead, the down happens, that's fine, let it happen. He gets several knocks here and doesn't finish the down. As you see, that guy to the left was down, he downed this guy. He doesn't chase the down, he's not worried about the kill. Also, understanding tip number 9, he blocks off stairwells in a lot of different areas with his thermites. So you just saw him block off that area so people can't run through and third party him. So using your lethals and your tacticals to either gas or block off stairwells with a thermite works really well. One thing for tip number 10 that you might not have noticed, but Biffle doesn't do a lot of looting. He's not opening boxes like crazy. He gets his money from the people that he kills. How many times in late game you playing with your friends and they start looting and you're like, why are you looting so much? Like, what is happening? It's not plunder. We're not looting at the end of the game. Get money from people that you kill. Stop looting at in-game or mid-game. You loot in the beginning, just like you saw Biffle do, but all pros stop looting altogether. They don't go after each box they hear. They get money from contracts, they get money from the people they kill, and they get all their items from the people they kill. Just a little easy tip there to make sure you're not looting the entire game. Tip number 11, and I promised this one was going to be a doozy. Let's look at how many UAVs that Biffle has bought in this game. And let's play a game. I can tell you right now, he has bought 12 UAVs to get as much information as he can. So let's do this. Next time you play with your friends in a match, how many times do 4 of you buy UAVs? Pros know the more information you have, the better choices you can make. So again, he's bought 12 UAVs in this match. How many UAVs are you buying when you're with your full squad? Tip number 12 is Biffle understands the fall damage limitation. And trust me, he's not running Mountaineer. You saw his loadout before, but in this fight right here, he understands what's going to cause him to take damage and what's going to cause him to be slow. So right here, he falls down, but he knows that he can get the guy on the ladder because he knows that fall damage distance is okay to do it. So I'm not saying to memorize fall damage distance, but understanding the mechanic of what buildings you can jump off of and what you can't will lead you to making better decisions, but understanding that fall damage is going to be key. Which leads me to tip number 13, and that is understanding the distance that you keep between yourself so you don't get in a, needless to say, getting killed right away. There's 2 guys in this room, so instead of pushing forward, he knows they have to run towards him to finish them. He sees there's still 1 guy back there. He gets the knock, gets the kill, and doesn't have to go ahead and push in because he understands the distance here. So Biffle does a good job at keeping your distance and understanding when to go into a room and when not to go into a room, which helps him win gunfights here. And tip number 14, as you can see, he's rotating, knowing what buy stations are still open and what to buy. So he's going to go ahead, he's going to get a UAV, going to get another gas mask, and he's going to force these guys out of the Kim building with the airstrike, and it gets a UAV up so he can see where they are, and he's going to close it out here with 60 kills, which is incredible. But just like I said, understanding what buy stations are open and what buy stations are closed and how long they've been in the gas for. And hey guys, if you enjoyed this content and you want to watch more content from me, go ahead, check out this video right here, because this movement tip totally changed the way I play Warzone. And if you have the ability, hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn notifications on. And if you're looking for more people to play with, our Discord is now open. The link for it will be in the description. You can squad up. We're about to 74 members so far, and it's been a lot of fun. We got a community night coming up later in the month. And hey guys, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.